Alright guys, in today's video, we will be taking a look at SHOREKEEPER's full kit that got leaked today. Now previously, with the limited amount of info we had on her kit, she was looking like a must-pull broken support. Let's see if that is still the case after looking at her kit. And well, depending on how I do the title in this video, it might be a spoiler, but who knows, maybe she's not too crazy and not as broken as we thought she was. And before we take a look guys, if you guys want to keep being updated on everything Wuthering Waves, make sure to like and subscribe, turn those notifications on. But alright, let's get straight into it guys. I'm sure there will be a lot of stuff to cover, her kit might be long, so this will be only a video covering SHOREKEEPER, and I might make a separate video for WUWA depending on how long her kit is. But alright, let's get into it. Okay, starting off with the basic stuff for SHOREKEEPER. So she is a rectifier, she does use a rectifier type weapon, and her element is Spectro. And now we have the Ascension materials here, if you guys want to take a look at it. I believe this one here is the new material that will come with the new map, so we cannot farm that yet. But I believe this one here is Sentinel's Dagger. So this one you can farm Sentinel Jewel to get the Sentinel's Dagger for the talent level up materials, but to ascend her we will need to wait until the new map. And I'm not sure what this one is, it might be the ring materials. We need 60 of them, right? That might be it. But alright, now to cover the real details guys. Finally, her skills. So starting off with the normal attack. Her basic attack: perform up to 4 consecutive attacks dealing spectral damage. When the attack hits a target, generate 1 collapse core. We don't know what that is yet. And the heavy attack, that is quite a long heavy attack, so hold the normal attack button at the cost of stamina and enter release form, which enables the SHOREKEEPER to accumulate a segment of speculative data every second, automatically collect plant collectibles within a certain range. Wow, that's an auto farm mechanic, and I believe that's the butterfly transformation, right? If I remember correctly. That's actually really cool. You can automatically collect the plants, so she's gonna make farming easier already. And here it says tap the normal attack button or use up all STA to end release form while dealing spectral damage to the target. Meanwhile, every accumulated speculative data segment transforms into actual data segment with 1 collapse core. Now I have no idea what all that means, but I'm sure once we get into her forte, we will get the details of what all these data are in the core. So she does have a mid-air attack, consumes STA to perform a plunging attack. When the attack hits a target, generate 1 collapse core. Tap the normal attack button within a certain range of time to perform basic attack stage 2. And of course, she has a dodge counter, as every resonator has. It says tap the normal attack button after a successful dodge to attack a target dealing spectral damage. Alright, moving on to her resonate skill. Restore HP for all team members and summon 5 dim star butterflies. Dim star butterflies automatically track and attack the target, dealing spectral damage, and this can be performed mid-air. Pretty nice guys, she can heal the team with only her skill, really good. And here she does get HP bonuses in her kit, more HP, and she also gets healing bonus here and another set of healing bonus right here, 4%. And now the Resonance Liberation right here, so I'm gonna cover it. That is quite long, that seems like an insane ultimate. Alright, expand Elementary Stellar Realm to continuously restore HP for all team members within the Stellar Realm. So that is like the domain field that we were hearing about. And this effect can be triggered once every 3 seconds. So another form of healing for your team with the ult. Now when Nerby Teammates uses the intro skill within Elementary Stellar Realm, it evolves into Sophisticated Stellar Realm. In Sophisticated Stellar Realm, for every 20% increase in the SHOREKEEPER's energy regen, all Nerby team members in the domain gain a 1% increase crit rate, up to a maximum of 10%. And it says involves all the effects of the previous Elementary Stellar Realm. so it does stack. There was a big point in the last breakdown video for her leak kit. It was that, do these effects stack or not? And if they do, that's going to be cracked. So yeah guys, popping the ultimate, you'll be able to heal your team and provide crit rate to your team at the same time, and to a maximum of 10% crit rate. And that's not all. She has a third form, a third domain for this ultimate. So the released Stellar Realm, it's called. When Nerby team members use intro skill within sophisticated Stellar Realm, it evolves into released Stellar Realm. And in the released state, for every 10% increase in the Shorekeeper's energy regen, all team members in the domain gain a 1% increase in crit rate, up to maximum of 20%. Oh, that is quite interesting, more crit rate. Before we saw that Shorekeeper was supposed to buff damage, like straight up damage or attack in this third form, but now it's even more crit rate. So 30% crit rate, guys, that is very, very high. That is insane. That's gonna make building characters so much easier. And it seems quite easy to do. All you have to do is do the intro skills for your different characters within the area of her domain, which doesn't seem too hard to do. You can get that very quick. And as the last one, all the effects of the last released Stellar Realm does stack over the sophisticated Stellar Realm. So pretty nice. And when released Stellar Realm exists, the Shorekeeper's intro skill, Enlightenment, will be replaced by intro skill Discernment. So similar to Kelchero, him with his unique intro skill animation, it's the same thing with Shorekeeper. Once you get to that third stage and you do a intro skill with Shorekeeper within the third stage, you will pop a new intro animation, which we have not seen yet. I believe the leaks are not out for that yet. But once we get the full gameplay, I will surely post it on the channel. But alright, moving on here. The Forte circuit. Holy, that is quite a long Forte. But alright, let's quickly go over this, guys. So generate a floating collapse core. So this is what the collapse core were. So when you use a normal attack hits a target, you generate the collapse core, which emerges as a flare star butterfly after 6 seconds. Flare star butterflies automatically track an attack target, dealing spectral damage. If there are already 5 collapse cores, the next time the Shorekeeper's normal attack hits a target, one collapse core will instantly transform into a flare star butterfly. So pretty good. It seems she will actually do a good amount of damage with this in her kit. She's going to be transforming a bunch of butterflies to attack the target. And here we have deduction. When 5 segments of actual data have been accumulated, casting heavy attack will consume all actual data segment to draw in Nerby targets. So basically, you hold down the heavy attack to use her Forte, and all generated collapse cores will instantly transform into flare star butterflies. The collapse cores are basically like cocoons for the butterflies. And we have transmutation. When 5 segments of actual data have been accumulated, casting mid-air attack will consume all actual data segments to deal spectral damage. Meanwhile, all generated collapse cores will instantly transform into flare star butterflies. Tap the normal attack button within a certain range of time to form basic attack stage 2. Now this is quite a lot, but once we see the gameplay for this, guys, it's going to be a lot easier to understand, and it's not as complicated as this makes it out to be. And now moving on to her outro skill, the Shorekeeper summons 1 flare star butterfly and 1 dim star butterfly. The butterflies circle all Nerby teammate members, which present for 30 seconds. When the flare star butterfly is present, oh god, no, this is that broken mechanic we covered the other day. So when the flare star butterfly is present, tapping on the dodge button when a Nerby team member is being hit or juggled will allow them to successfully dodge and safely land on the ground. So okay, it doesn't seem like a auto dodge mechanic. You still have to tap the dodge button, but it will help you escape being hit or juggled. And it says here this effect can be triggered up to 5 times. So that is actually really good, up to 5 times. And when the dim star butterfly is present, all Nerby team members' damage is amplified by 15%. That is crazy. Free 15% damage to your whole team, just like that. And I believe we only have the inherent skills left to cover and the intro skill. So when a team member suffers a fatal injury, they will not fall, but instead receive 50% of Shorekeeper's HP, with the Shorekeeper losing the same amount of HP. This effect can be triggered once every 10 minutes. Alright, so this is like the damage mitigation. Not as broken as I thought, but that is still quite useful. So once you get a fatal hit, the damage will go to Shorekeeper instead, and it triggered once every 10 minutes. If it triggered multiple times, then sure, it would be crazy because you could just heal it over and over, but once every 10 minutes isn't so bad. So it's still a useful one-time thing, and I believe Arena has the same type of mechanic. But alright, the other inherent skill, it says when the Shorekeeper is in the team or when Stellar Realm is active, or if the team is within the Black Shores area, Shorekeeper's energy regen increases by 10%. If Rover is in the same team, their energy also increases by 10%. That's a first. So Rover is going to be directly buffed by an inherent skill by just simply being on Shorekeeper's team, extra energy regen, and also when you're in the Black Shores area, or when you activate the Stellar Realm. If I go back here, the Stellar Realm is the ultimate. So when you activate the ult, you get another 10% energy regen. Pretty good. And the last thing to cover, guys, is going to be the intro skill. So the Shorekeeper appears to restore HP for all nearby ally members and summons 5 butterflies, automatically track and attack a target, dealing spectral damage. This is considered resonant skill damage, and that is the Enlightenment. So I believe that is like the basic version of our intro skill, and Discernment is the enhanced version, I believe. If I go back and check, Discernment is the enhanced version once you reach the 3rd stage. So going back here, where is it? Alright, so Discernment, when released Stellar Realm exists, the Shorekeeper's intro skill, Enlightenment, will be replaced by the intro skill Discernment. Cast Discernment to end their current Stellar Realm, and restore HP for all nearby ally team members and attack targets to deal spectral damage. This is considered critical resonance liberation damage. Oh, critical. Guaranteed crit? Is that a guaranteed crit attack? And that means that intro skill is gonna do an insane amount of damage if it uses the multipliers for the resonance liberation damage. So pretty good. And we got more healing in our kit here with these stat bonuses. Pretty nice. She's gonna have a ton of healing. And the last thing we can take a look here is the resonance chain. So we got the resonance 1, casting resonance liberation and loop. The effective range of the generated Stellar Realm is significantly increased, and with its duration increased by 150. It says 150%, and then there's a S, so is it seconds or 150% or 150 seconds? It should be 150 seconds, and that seems like a long time, long duration. Then we got the Resonance 2, Night Gift and Refusal. When the Flare Star Butterfly hits a target, the Shorekeeper heals herself by 2% of her max HP. When a Dim Star Butterfly hits a target, all team members' damage increased by 3%. This effect stacks up to 5 times, each lasts 30 seconds. The Resonance Change number 3. When the Stellar Realm is present, the Shorekeeper gains 20 Concerto energy when a nearby team member casts intro skill. This effect can be triggered once every 25 seconds. Number 4. When casting outro skill, Binary Butterfly, all nearby team members' damage is amplified by 10%. This effect lasts for 30 seconds. Resonance Chain number 5. This effect, the effective range of basic attack stage 3 and deduction is extended by 30%. And I believe the number 6 is like absolutely cracked, but that is expected. When casting intro skill, Fuss proved, chain intro skill discernment multiplier is increased by 42%. When casting chain intro skill discernment, the Shorekeeper's crit damage is increased by 200%. Yeah guys, she's gonna be crazy at Resonance Chain 6. That is only for the whales, or unless you have a ton of pulls. But yeah guys, I believe that is all for her kit now. You can see all the tracing materials here if you need it. And yeah, 15 minutes, that was quite a lot to cover. I for sure won't be covering Yohu's kit in this video. That'll be a separate video. So much info to cover. My next video, I'm going to be working on the new events that are coming out for the 1.3 patch. But yeah guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. So much stuff, I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm not used to talking for a long period of time. But yeah guys, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you all in the next one.